Hello, beautiful Earth Tribe. Welcome back to my channel, Sky Above, Earth Below. This is Renee, and you're watching a timeless collective reading for the new moon in Pisces, February 2023. Happy Pisces season, everyone. So although the moon is currently in the sign of Pisces, you don't need to have Pisces anywhere in your chart for this reading to apply to you. This reading is for all astrological signs collectively. Also, the energy captured at this new moon may be relevant now or any time in the future, whenever it resonates. If you're new to my lunar cycle readings, a big reason why I offer this reading is because I know how much it personally benefits me, and I like sharing that with you. Staying in touch with the lunar cycles is a natural way to reconnect with yourself, your spirit, and to whatever you wish to manifest or release in your life. I personally connect deeply with the cycles of Mother Earth, the Sun, and the Moon, but the moon phases in particular offer a way to observe one's life more closely and ground manifestations practically and rhythmically. Many pre-Christian cultures operated by the moon cycles because of its tangibility to indicate the passing of time and to track which moon came with which seasonal changes. And because of the moon's orbit and proximity to Earth, the lunar cycles offer us a sense of perceivable time from which to observe our lives more closely in roughly 2-week increments, as opposed to the sun, which offers us a broader view, allowing us to see the big picture of our lives by observing a year at a time, or annual cycles. So, with the moon phases, we can break up our plans and goals into small, doable, foreseeable chunks of time and be more attuned to the seasons as well as our own natural cycles and rhythms. The energy of the new and full moons is strongest up to 3 days before and after each event, so there's roughly a week to connect. It may also be enlightening to monitor your manifestations using 6-month chunks of time, and you can do this by noting the sign that a new moon is in and then seeing what has come to fruition 6 months later by the full moon in that same sign. When working with the lunar cycles, know that the energies of the new and full moons, as well as the waxing and waning phases, can be harnessed toward your goals and intentions. At the new moon, which is where we're at the time of this reading, we recognize the beginning of a lunar cycle, so this is a powerful time to set new intentions. And you can write, speak, or visualize your intentions, use them in ritual or spell work, or set them in any number of ways that feels meaningful to you. I do feel, though, that the most effective moon ritual is simply one that's done from your heart and done so regularly, so like at every new moon, or every full moon, or both. Rhythm is energy, and keeping a regular ritual strengthens and maintains this energy flow toward your intentions. Also, always remember that thoughts and words are spells, whether you're fully conscious of them or not. Energy sent out is energy returned, so be sure what you're putting out into the universe is energetically what you'd like to receive back. If you'd like to continue following the lunar cycles, please join me here every new and full moons for a collective energy check. You can also view my playlist of lunar cycle readings whenever you wish, as they are all timeless. So, what do we have to look forward to for this new moon in Pisces? What energy is this new moon bringing to the collective? That is the reading for today. Up next is the Meditative Shuffle and then the reading to follow. You can watch them both or navigate as you wish using the timestamps below. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello everyone, welcome to this reading for the new moon in Pisces, February 2023. Again, this reading is timeless, so it will apply whenever it resonates, but we are capturing this new moon energy. And what I was picking up on before the reading was this is going to be a message for my light workers, my star seeds, my earth angels, healers, empaths, however you call yourself to be, and how you are calling yourself forth in your future endeavors. This reading is for you. Okay, I feel collectively that there's been a fairly major shift in relationships in regards to the light ones. Okay, people who are doing the inner work and reaching for the highest version of themselves, people who are working in their authenticity, people who are trying to ground the light here on earth. There's been a tremendous shift. And I don't remember what the actual term is, but it's when there's been such a... It's like some kind of a chasm that has been created between those who have decided to embrace the light within themselves, work toward the highest version of themselves, and serve humanity with their gifts in some way. So, because of this chasm that I was talking about, it has really stripped you, collective. It has basically stripped away illusion, beliefs that no longer serve you. And although it has been extremely difficult for so many light ones, you know, we have lost family, we have lost friends, we have lost homes or living situations. There's been so much transformation, so much change in our lives. And like I said, I feel like this is collectively what's happening to those working on themselves and raising their vibrations to the 5D. This has been a really difficult road for you, collective, to the point where all that was left to do was to surrender to the universe and to see yourself as Spirit sees you, to remember who you are, to move forward with faith, to align with the highest version of yourself, and to embrace your spiritual gifts openly and fully. This has been a long road, collective, but it is coming to an end. Okay? The shift is happening. The leveling up is happening. Conclusions are in reach. That eclipse energy is also just reiterating how big this is, how big of a shift this is. Okay, we have the card Cracked Open. We have the Full Moon Eclipse card. We have Beyond the Ordinary. This card should actually be labeled the mystery, I feel, because what it's about is that it's about mysticism, but it's also about the mystery of life, the mystery of the universe. 555 on the computer. Okay, flowing with the universe, surrendering. So it's about divine timing. It's about understanding that we are not in control. You've had to learn this. You've had to embrace this. But you did so willingly. Because you've always understood that there's something greater than yourself out there in the universe. That it's not all about you or human beings or even Earth. Right? Many of us feel like we've come from other places. And when everything in our life is stripped away and we come down to our pure essence, into who we are, and we do the inner work, and we come to a place of peace within ourselves, knowing we're not in control, so that we can flow and be in touch with our intuition, with our higher selves. This is where we can allow the mystery to exist. How we allow the mystery to be. I see that for many of you, all of this is very raw. This has just happened. It says here, take time to breathe out. So for me, it almost feels like a sense of shock. Like you've gone through all of this heartache and pain. You've done so much work on yourself to elevate, to become the person who you were always meant to be. And at the same time, this is all very new. Almost like when a baby is born and they come out and they're wet and they're cold. It's shocking to the system. This is how I'm seeing you, collective. Reborn. So I'm urging you to have grace with yourself. If things pop up from the past, there may still be a twinge of hurt. Just embrace it. You've been through so much that's so much bigger than some random trigger from your past, right? You can get through this. There's no letting your past hold you back anymore. All you've been through, you are leaving your South Node energy. 711 on the computer. And in the journey of you being cracked open, of your surrender of control to the universe, of embracing your gifts, you are also learning to serve humanity. You are bringing the beauty within to the outside world. You are staying in your heart fully and openly. And that may be difficult. And when you waver in that, don't beat yourself up for it. Your light is not just there to serve humanity. It starts from within. Confirmation. It's there first and foremost for you. For you to light up your own world, to remember who you are, part of the divine, part of the universe. But in the 3D world, that's harder to accept, it's harder to remember, it's harder to embody in every moment. Because we do have the 3D aspect to contend with. We do live in this physical reality. But as we raise in frequency, as we shine our light, as we embody and live from our authenticity, from our truth, from love within ourselves and for ourselves, this is when that love can overflow to others. We aren't here to be drained and sucked of our own light. We are here to shine it for our own selves. And then those who resonate can see us. This is how we attract our soul family. These are people who resonate with us because they also see the light within themselves. They also want to be the best versions of themselves. And they also don't want to be depleted from energies that wish to simply take. Or even worse, diminish their light. And so here we are, through your connection to the universe, to Spirit, God, Source, Creator, and through the magic of the internet, you have known that you're not alone. And those of us who wish to work together with other people who want good for themselves and others, who want to care for this planet, who care about the direction of humanity, these are people like you and like me who have been through one of the most difficult times in our lives, yet worked diligently through your fears. Looked at yourself in the mirror, took accountability for your own healing, and reached for your higher self whenever you could. You learned to trust yourself, you learned to connect with your intuition, and you learned to have faith in co-creation and in the universe. So, my earth angels, I see you, and I'm so happy you're here. You are who I've been wanting to connect with. You are the reason I started this channel. You are beyond the ordinary. And there is so much beauty and happiness on the other side of everything you've just been through. Because you are stepping into your role as the light worker, as the earth angel, as the healer, as whatever it is that is calling to your heart. You are stepping up and into the divine role that has been calling to you. I see that it's fairly new, and I see that you're learning a lot at this stage. But the message here is to keep going. Because whatever you're doing, you're alchemizing. Okay? You are taking care of your responsibilities and your loved ones. You are coming back to center whenever you experience some kind of a setback. And you just keep emanating your beauty out into the world. 1111 on the computer. I get from this reading that you can't see where you're headed. And Spirit is saying, it's okay. You aren't meant to know everything. Let the mystery be. That's a song, actually. and I'll pin it in the description box. So, you are at the end of this cycle. You're bringing it to a close. Things are happening behind the scenes. Things are still being woven. But your job right now is to embrace the unknown. Keep staying in your heart space and keep putting out into the world what you are inspired to do. Keep drawing in your soul tribe. Keep alchemizing. This, I feel, is connected with the mystery, because learning to alchemize, learning to make lemons into lemonade, this is a honed skill. And it does take time. And we aren't masters right away. But the idea is that we get practice. Because those of us who are meant to lead, we're going to need to know how to explain it to others. But Spirit is saying here that all that you've been through and all that you've embraced and embodied that's new, that's divine, this has earned you your wings. You are an earth angel. You are doing the work. So I'm addressing those of you who feel like you have imposter syndrome. Okay, you are doing the work. You are there. You are experiencing how to have one foot in the ethers and one foot on the ground. You are experiencing how to remain emotionally balanced. You are experiencing how to hold light frequency in a dense realm. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the computer. So I feel the message here is that you've completed a cycle. You're doing the work. It feels new. You may feel like sometimes you can't trust what you're doing, or like it's not good enough in some way. But that's not true, because what the world needs is for you to be your authentic, truthful self. And that's it. As long as you can just be yourself, that's what the world needs. And you've been through the inner work that has gotten you through. So this really is just a matter of honing your skills, getting the practice, doing the work, and having faith that what comes next is beyond the ordinary. You are headed somewhere great, right? We don't go through spiritual upgrades for nothing. This is sort of like a holding place. And know that this is for a reason. This is time to get rest. This is time to sleep, to eat well, exercise, get sunshine and fresh air. This is time to, when you're honing your skills, when you are doing the work, to really hone in on how to stay organized, on what kind of a routine works for you. Okay, lastly, I see over here we have a King of Cups. When I was shuffling, this person on the back of the deck energy had the Hanged Man. So what that tells me, and the fact that King of Cups is facing this way, I feel like he's facing away from you, from what you're doing. So I feel like he's a little bit random. He's someone in your energy who I feel is wanting to work with you. But there's some sort of either hesitation or blockage or something that's holding him up because of that Hanged Man energy. So you may or may not know who this person is, but just know that he's coming through in your reading. He's in your energy. And because I feel that he may be connected with the South Node card, and the advice here is don't let your past hold you back, what I'm getting from that is, if you do know this person, don't wait. Don't wait for that person. Right? You need to move on with whatever you're doing. Like, you can't hold yourself back. You still need to, for your own empowerment, you still need to move forward in the direction that you're going. This person, if they want to work with you or if you want to work with them, that could happen in the future or whenever you decide to connect. But, the idea here is to move forward in an empowered way, in a way that is the direction you've decided for yourself, for your life, based on current circumstances and based on goals and dreams that you've had for yourself. So we are attracting our soul tribe. And it could include the King of Cups. Okay, but the idea here is to keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep living the dream that you have for yourself. And all will fall into place. It will fall into place in divine right time and with who is meant to come with you along your path. So nobody likes to hear about divine timing and being more patient. But truly, with all the work that you've already done and all the work that you're doing for yourself and for humanity, we aren't in control. But you already know that. This is just Spirit reminding you that there's a surprise coming, okay? And it's going to be a good one because you've done so much work and you're contributing in a massive way towards others' elevation, towards others' happiness, towards others' inner work, towards others' understanding of themselves, or however it is that you're putting yourself out there. Whatever it is that you do, whatever you uniquely bring to the table, you are affecting others in big ways. What you do has a massive ripple effect. Spirit knows this, Spirit sees this, and what you've got coming is something big. It's a surprise. Okay? All right, so my beautiful Earth Tribe, my beautiful Earth Angels, Light Workers, Soul Family, my heart is with you, and this feels like one of the best readings I've had in a little while, so I feel honored to be able to deliver it, and I hope that it resonated with you. And I hope that all of you out there are taking really good care of yourselves during this transition. It's such a big one. And if nobody's told you that they're proud of you, I'm telling you that now. Because I know what you've been through, and I see it here in the cards, and I see it with other readers. Collectively, the light ones are going through a lot right now, and I'm giving you accolades for all your hard work and perseverance. to all of you embracing your star energy. All right, so that is your reading for the new moon in Pisces. If this reading resonated and you're comfortable sharing, I'd love your confirmations. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to support my channel, and hit the bell for all notifications if you'd like to be notified of my future readings. If you're interested in booking a reading with me, my information is in the description box below, as well as links to donate and to the decks I used in this reading. May the power of this new moon bring about all that is in your heart, and may you have a beautiful day from wherever in the world you're watching. I'm sending you all grounding energy and love. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you at my next reading.